No, obviously we know that the game that we did was not good enough for our standards, for what we have set for ourselves, for what we want to achieve this season. No, we have let down the club altogether, not just one or two players. Altogether, we didn't did enough to win the game, to get points from that game, and we all when I mean all is all starting on me, all disappointing with the result, obviously.
You've been playing very well to that point in the previous 4 games and taking on the armband. Did you feel an extra responsibility at the moment as captain on the field?
No, the responsibility is playing for this massive club. Everyone has to feel the same responsibility. We have to share that. Doesn't matter who has the armband on the pitch. Obviously, we know that being captain for this club is such an honor. But I think the responsibility is for the badge we have on the chest, and that is the biggest responsibility we can have.
And just one more to you, Bruno. The previous 4 games, there was a lot of positives. How much positivity has there been under the new manager and the way you're playing and how you've been doing, apart from the derby, obviously?
Oh, even on the derby, we have to take that for seeing what we have still margin to improve. It's still a long way to go. We know what we want to achieve. We know what we want to do. I know what the manager wants from me. I think we all know what the manager wants for us as a team, and I think now it's just the time to get back to the good results, and we have the chance to do it tomorrow straight away.
Thank you. How do you get the inconsistency out of the game, and where is the level of Manchester United at the moment?
Oh, as you said, when I came to the club, probably was not the best period for the club. We did really well. We went to the Champions League. The season after, we got the 2nd place. We went to the final of Europa League, and obviously, in my 3rd season was not the standard that this club deserves. Obviously, we start this season with a project. I think is clear from the club that you want to make a standard with the manager, an idea of play, and I think everyone has to be in the same page. I think it's been like that even with that 2 defeats, because we did really well in the preseason. We get back and we understand that the Premier League is not that easy, so we have to be at a high standard, at high level, and understand that every game will be difficult. We get our 4 consecutive wins straight away with big teams, with Arsenal that is doing really well, with Leicester that is always tough to play away, Southampton is always tough to play away, and obviously with Liverpool. And now we have this setback, but this hasn't changed nothing on our ideas, on our way of playing, on what we want to do as a team. And I think and should be like that. The club doesn't want to change nothing at all, because I think it is a process, as the manager said, and in this kind of process, because if we go to the reality, we are 3 months together with the manager, so this will get time. Obviously, completely different ideas, and I think the team is doing really well. We had a bad result against one of the better teams of our league, so it's tough because it's a rival, it's in a derby. The result was what it was, but now it's time to get back and win straight away tomorrow, as I said, and after get our way again to win consecutive games.
When you say the level of Manchester United, though, I mean, on Sunday it looked as though that was quite a long way away from Manchester City, but is it ahead of Arsenal, level with Arsenal?
No, we don't have to focus on anyone else. We have to focus on ourselves. That has been the problem for the club in the previous years, that we want to compare ourselves with other teams. We can't do that. We have to do the best we can for this club, because this club deserves to be at the top. But we have to look at ourselves. We have to look inside and understand where are the problems, where are the mistakes, what we can improve. Because you can't change anything away from here. You can change what you do here, on the day by day, on the training sessions, on the games. You can do different things for yourself, for your team, and that is what we have to think. Not about Arsenal, Liverpool, or wherever. We have to think at ourselves, doing the best we can, win every game that we have in our hands, and the future will say where we have to be on the table. If it's first, second, third, fourth, or even lower.
Laurie and then Tom.
Rules were broken on Sunday, according to Eric, in terms of, I think, pressing maybe off the ball or certain positional things. Have you can you sort of identify what those rules were, and have you had open, honest conversation with teammates about what they were, and so that they don't happen in future?
No, we had a meeting, as the manager said. We went to see the tough things, see the mistakes that we did. And as I said after the game, I said straight away, I think we conceded 3 goals on a counter against a team that normally plays in possession. So we knew it, that when they don't have the ball, they have some players that stay up front, that want to counter, that want to have the ball straight away when they win it, and we could avoid that. We didn't, and they scored the goals. But as I said, we saw that, we know what was the mistakes, and now more than see and understand what was the mistakes is don't repeat it again, and get back, as I said, get back to the best results as we can, to win games, because that in football is where it counts. And even if we have done a bad game against City and we have scored 6 goals and was 6-6, everyone will be probably more happy. But obviously, I think the main thing for us now is get back on the winning track and carry on.